Just the fact that they're my old team and I'm friends with a lot of their players makes it fun, and also extra annoying that we lost.
I think our series against C9 was pretty sad because I think we had the wrong approach on how we should draft and play. Right now that we realized it, sadly a bit too late.
Disappointed, but what else we can do? Just next.
I would like to, push it away.
In case file 13, Evil finds a way. I'm looking forward to having games that have a lot of things on the line, right? If you drop to the lower bracket, you'll have the season on the line. If you lose, you're just going on vacation and looking at other teams play, watching them play the game instead of you, and you're like, that should be me.
I feel way more pressure now. I think Spring Split, I didn't really care. Like, we were in the lower bracket, but I was fine dropping out 4th. I would be like, well, my sucks. I guess we were not good enough. But right now, you rather play for a bit longer.
Excited for this series? Kinda. I mean, we gotta go to Worlds if we win, so. But I think we can't lose. So. Well, you never know. Who knows?
I mean, just improving and just getting back to where we were, even though we're still, the best in the league. We still want to be much better, so I'm just hoping to show in playoffs.
We're talking about Dota Worlds, the more superior
Players, am I right? They're just so weird.
Vulcan is the worst of them, bro.
I agree.
I think the matchup versus tonight will be pretty exciting because they're not a bad team. They'll definitely try hard versus us because we're one of the top teams, and people love it when top teams versus top teams, so it'll be an exciting game.
Driver, any question? Yeah. Yesterday, I played against him. He just died me after 2 waves.
Really?
Yeah. He don't.
Personal.
Yeah, actually personal. After first wave, second wave comes, he just come. Yo, what's up? Just push together and just died. Oh, he pushed together and died. And like, wow. Because I'm playing GP against Kaiser. Oh. How?
I mean, I think Sven is not bad of a support because I think supports are very bad. So he finds himself there. But C9 is very dependent on how Blabber plays, and sometimes he looks like one of the worst players in the league, but sometimes he's smurfing, so it's hard to predict on which Blabber you're gonna get on the day.
Do we know where JoJo is? Somewhere in Florida.
Yeah.
So
He's here.
Someone knows.
I saw him earlier.
I mean, it will be a fun game, but I don't think they're that good at the moment.
No one was here.
The energy in the studio is always very different.
Just get used to being back on stage and then enjoy the game, okay? Yeah. Today might be a long series, depending on how other regions are doing. So just keep your mind fresh all 5 games, okay? This is a win that makes a total world, right, for both teams.
Good.
Have respect for the opponent team. They will die for the win too. But just think that we are desperate more for the world spot. At the same time, just trust our prep and then trust our practice. Okay?
Yeah, let's go, Rush.
Just don't lose. Have fun. Trust each other. We're gonna win together. Okay. EG on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think the whole coaching staff gets really stressed and really nervous going to the playoffs because it's a time where we can shine the most, but it's the most pressure for us to perform too. We need to have a lot of preparation. We need to kind of predict what the other team is gonna do.
The first game started out very well for us when we got Jensen. He blew his flash as Oriana versus Azir, but we all ran it down.
After first game, we were thinking that we pretty much got the draft that we wanted, but it didn't turn out well. So we wanted to shift it big times, so the game could be in our control if we win game 2, game 3 or something.
Kind of bad, the first game, second game. I mean, I slowly wake up, but that's really bad, I think, for team.
At least the first 2 games we had a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes.
But I think that's whatever. But just change
Third game, finally we got good beginning, and I really like it and I like it, so.
Well, with my stellar performance?
As soon as we were actually thinking about what they might do, the game was completely.
If I played this badly, we still won.
Imagine when you play up to how you play usually. Imagine how we win.
So let's cross our fingers, hope we get easy JoJo this game, and we should be good, right? Let's go. EG on 3.
1, 2, 3, EG!
Everyone make sure to wear your mask when you go inside.
Nope.
What's up, bro?
And board game, our team fight played really bad.
We took a fight and misplayed it pretty heavily, and then Desiree got 4 kills, and then we were completely outscaled.
We did lose the series, unfortunately. Just us not being on the same page together, and also them just being a better team on that individual day.
They prepped really well against us. The way they draft was really, really smart. I think our guys, like, they were a little bit off because we've been 1 month without playing on stage, so I think this affects a little bit.
I'm like kind of sad because I didn't play so well. Berserker definitely was way better than me. So, I mean, congrats to them.
I mean, I was disappointed in myself because I played pretty badly for sure. So, yeah.
I mean, I think Jojo didn't play too well. I think somehow he was not in the mood, I guess, on the day. I don't know.
I can make him play better, so my bad too.
You kind of don't want to focus on the bad thing too much. I mean, it's obviously good to acknowledge it.
For my old team, and I'm friends with a lot of their players, makes it fun. And also extra annoying that we lost.
You know, push it away just a little bit.
C9 playoff series, it was extremely disappointing. I think there's no other way to put it. I think all of us, whether it's staff, players, we're all really disappointed in ourselves.
I'm not like really sad yet, but it'll be pretty sad if we lose. But at the end of the day, I guess it's just competition, so someone has to lose.
Oh, the cold was pretty crazy. I don't know, that water was like colder than like ice water. I don't know how, so yeah, it was pretty crazy.
That's kind of painful, but I like it.
You guys died in there?
That wasn't me.
Whoa. I was like these poor guests up front.
I mean, after finish, you feel really great.
You guys really heard it loudly? Like the people, did you hear it?
Really, we've spent time kind of dissecting, you know, what went wrong, how are we going to adjust and fix for that.
Jojo was just trolling me. I felt like here I shouldn't queue him. I felt like it would not be good. Like here, I was not sure.
Focus this week, I think, is to not make the same draft mistakes. So I think we try to already figure it out what we wanna pick, in which order, and what champs we wanna play on certain roles. Because I think we're a bit freestyling against Cloud9.
It should be a 3-0 TSM, and then ideally another 3-0 against TL.
Maybe TSM's just ramping up and we just don't see it.
At the beginning, I was confused and like surprised why they're so bad, because the players are not that bad on the team. But now it seems like they know what they want to play, so they kind of found their styles.
I just remember we can't lose to TSM, so yeah, that's all I was thinking.
Tacticals, perma, getting caught, and we are like coming back to the games that maybe we should have not won.
I mean, definitely sucked having to pause. It was so boring.
So the guys went to that place. I saw it's called Pause. I'm like, wow, this is a great opportunity. And you know how my brain works. I'm just always looking for banger opportunities on Twitter.
And against TL, I think it's gonna be pretty hard. I think the hardest series in the LCS.
I trust you guys 100% to get the job done today. 100%, okay?
Okay,
let's
do it. EG on 3, okay?
EG on 3.
1, 2, 3!
Stylistically, I think Team Liquid should be harder opponent to us. I feel like their bot lane might be better, but I'm not sure.
It's not going to be an easy journey back up, but it's definitely going to be a fun one for sure.
And this gets to determine the last team that not only goes to Worlds, but that gets to play for the LCS Championship.
Game 1, Gangplank carried.
Jojo did a very good job on Azir to just like farm up and carry the team fights.
Yeah, that's what I thought, that if I jump over the pit and
Chuckling. Normally Inspire, but everyone's now started to talk more.
Yeah, I consider myself as a main shot caller for the team.
Right, Jojo don't talk. If they pick Zeri, then just take Seraphine, that's both, right?
Yeah. Jojo talking about kind of random things, so I don't care.
I talk a lot, just to talk.
Game 2 was Renata game. We messed up in team fights a bit. They got this one play top that kind of stopped the momentum, blundered it a little bit, so then they won that game.
I think, yeah, game 3 we had a good draft, but we just inted, and after game 3 I said, guys, just do the same draft game 4, but just don't int.
Obviously my highlight of the series for me, personally, was the bar game. I played pretty well. I had a very high moment where I ulted Brixen while he was surfing his wall, and then we like cleaned up everyone. Inspired is definitely the main shot caller, and then after that it's like just me, Impact, Jojo, screaming random stuff, and then Danny's like pretty quiet and focusing on clicking correctly, which he does a lot of the time. So
Inspired is a pretty good plan maker. He does a pretty good job, actually.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, playing for
I got penta, like even game.
To get a penta. I didn't even know it was his first penta. He's been playing for like 40 years, so I was surprised that it was his first penta. I don't know how, but yeah.
So I had a lot of fun in that game, and it was very big for us that was game 4. Going into game 5, I feel like we had big momentum, and I was very confident after like playing like that.
Yeah, bro.
I'm waiting. I have something ready, but
I've always been cooking something for time.
I'm having fun.
Good. We should be.
난 잘했다 진짜.
GP's working.
Last huddle before Chicago.
Trust each other. Trust Earl. Trust the prep. We got this. Let's go.
Sure.
All right.
Go, guys.
2 on 3. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Easy. Wow, Peter, you're my ears.
And game 5, we knew they would ban Gangplank. I guess they last picked Galio actually in game 5. I was like this, stood up from my chair, look at them like this, and then I'm like, okay, I guess we can just win.
We did almost throw it, and it looked kind of scary when we died at bottom, and then they cross-mapped and got Baron. And then we also had a Baron team fight at Dragon where the Jinx almost survived. The whole game was very it was very tense. I feel like even though it should have been a free win, we made it a bit harder for ourselves.
I felt very good. I feel way more happy than when we won the split. And now it actually feels like we won something very important, so it feels very good.
I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know how I got player of the series though. I think I played pretty bad, but you know, we still won, so obviously it feels good to win, so yeah.
Recently we haven't been playing up to like our potential. We have some time to figure things out and improve, and I feel like right now it's anyone's trophy and we might just run it back again.
I understand the first set, so I feel like it's better to be just bad. It makes you be kind of weak every game, like also I'm not looking to fight every game.
We did it. Out of nowhere.
I don't mean to brag, but as we were walking down the hallway before game 4, I said, Phil, you should just pick Bard. And you're like, you know what? I might just do that.
I'm thinking about it. I might just pick Bard. Yeah, I think it's a lot more hype. It's a lot more exciting to beat TL just because they have this super expensive roster, this super team. They have like the expectation of winning the split, of going to Worlds and doing well there. It feels good to beat a team to stop them from going.
We will on everybody. Hopefully.
Guys, false start. I'll see you guys in Chicago. Come watch us beat everyone, and we'll do the same thing we did in Houston.
We are going to win.